So, welcome to Broken Bobby's Transformation. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, share the video, do all that stuff. Uh, if you, I'm live right now. If you're rewatching this video, jump forward to about 2 minutes or so. When we get a few people in here, we'll get going. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Glad you could make it. Glad you could stop by and say what's up. What's up, Taffwood? How you doing tonight, brother? So, got a whole lot going on tonight. We'll get into it here in just a minute. And there's something beeping in this room where I record. It's making me crazy. Yeah, I hear that, Taffwood. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? King David, really? You're in the feds? Really? Where you at? Workover rigs. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool, bro. Yeah, it's good stuff. So where you at in the feds, psych? Tell us all about it. Big Sandy, huh? Is that right? What's up, Thomas? How you doing tonight, bro? Taffwood says, I'm over in Texas at the moment, going to head back to ND where the real money is. Yeah, that's some hard work, though, from what I understand. I mean, I hear the reward is good, but like you get your money. Ezekiel, how are you, bro? Haven't seen you in a while. We missed you the last couple of lives. Hope you're doing well. So, let me start off. What's up, James? Shout out to Newark. Let's start off with a quick remembrance of my father who passed away 5 years today. So, there's a good lesson to be learned in the relationship that I had with my father. We were, after I grew up, like we didn't talk, we didn't do much of anything. And, he had his life and I had my life. I was active in my addiction and such, but I got clean and we still weren't able to reconcile. We would talk from time to time, but, we were just water and oil. And the thing is, I got a phone call 5 years ago and, they said that my dad had passed away. And it's a weird situation, because I didn't get like all super emotional or anything like that. Like I wasn't a mess or anything. But what's up, Mexican G? But I got the word that he had passed, and like it didn't bother me like it would bother some people, I guess you would say. Like my feelings can be cut off pretty easily if I don't have a relationship. And now the thing is, there's situations that happen in life where I wish I could give the old man a call. He was 68 when he passed in 2019. And, the thing is, I would suggest to people, if you're estranged from the family or whatever because of alcoholism or addiction, then do your part to try to you know to fix that, because once they're gone, they're gone. And like a year later, I lost my mom, and now I don't have parents. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the message with that. So uh, hope everybody is doing good. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Uh, what's up, Circus Brains? How are you? Haven't heard from you in a while. John says, I lost my sister in a bad car accident September 17th. I'm sorry to hear that, John. Uh, uh, Ugly Casanova says, I know what you mean. I would do anything to hear their voices. Absolutely, and the thing is, like I said, the relationship wasn't that good. Like with my mom, more so, it was more on me. With my dad, I think, I'll take accountability, but he didn't make it easy. My mom always wanted me to be a part of her life, but I was dealing dope and stuff, and she just didn't want the drama around, and I don't blame her, you know. So Nana says prayers to LA, California, and all the families affected by the wildfires. Absolutely. What's up, Certified? How you doing tonight, brother? Uh, John says, please pray for me. You're definitely in our prayers, bro. Uh, yeah, Ugly Casanova says, I took care of my dad, but also took his pills. Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff we tend to do. So um, Jason the Ghost Hunter says, hi there, drop in to show the support from Sydney, Australia. I am new to your channel. Hey, I appreciate that, Jason the Ghost Hunter. And shout out to Sydney, Australia. Yeah, John Hip says his sister was only 21 years old. Man, that's tragic. I'm really sorry to hear that, bro. Do me a favor and hit that like button while you're in here, guys, if you would. It looks like we got 41 in the chat, only 7 likes. Let's catch that up real quick, huh? Ezekiel says August 30th this year will make 3 years since my friend Cooper McCabe. He was only 17 when he died. He was big in lifting weights, and he was using some animal drugs. I forget what it's called. And I'm sorry to hear that, Ezekiel. Yeah, it's tragic. And the thing is, to be perfectly honest, we take it for granted that the ones that we love and the ones that love us are always going to be there. You know, like tomorrow really isn't promised. So, um, we got to do the best we can every day to appreciate those that appreciate us, and family isn't always necessarily, you know, the family that we were born into. It's the ones that got your back and the ones whose back you have. But like mom and dad and grandma and people like that, like we only get so much time with these people, So uh, John Hip says a kid got killed from fentanyl in a public park. Damn. What's up, Snipe V? He says, what y'all talking about? The channel's about addiction and recovery. Right now, we're talking about my father who passed away 5 years ago. 5 years ago today. Taftwood says a near-death experience will put things into perspective. They sure will, bro. You ain't even lying about that, JDL says, just read your bio. Meth is one hell of a drug. Appreciate you, bro. And it sure is. Let's see. Let's see. Me as a kid, then I had to care for him. No family anymore, period. I'm the next. You know what, Ugly Casanova? I feel that way sometimes, bro. Like that last sentence, I'm the next to go. Man, like that resonates with me, bro, because it used to be like the holidays just passed, right? And it used to be when we went to these holiday events, mom and dad was there, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, like all these people, the heads of state, if you will, right? And now when my wife and I, when we go to these events, we are the heads of state. And it bothers me. I mean, I love the family and the gathering and stuff, but you know, I overthink everything. I can't let things go. I overthink every friggin' thing there is. And when we get together for these family events, I look around and I think, man, I hope I will get another one of these. And I'm not old, you know what I mean? But like I was addicted to meth for 15 years. I smoke cigarettes. I do all this shit that isn't good for me. And like it bugs. I think about it way too much, like, man, how many more of these do I have? Like Ezekiel Manuel says, I lost my godmother to fentanyl 4 years ago around Christmas. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Um, yeah, like it's crazy. The Joker says, believe in Jesus Christ and have a good day. Remember that he is always behind you, protecting you. Just believe in yourself. Don't give up in life. My cousin died. Yeah, yeah, it's making me crazy too.
Where's it come from, Rick?
I don't know. You can turn on that light over there if you want. Uh,
Don't worry about me. Just
okay. Um, can you turn that down?
oh, I'm sorry, Rick. Huh.
My wife came in to investigate the beeping sound. She's on it. Hopefully, we'll get rid of that here pretty soon. Uh, let's see. Let me get caught up here real quick. I I'm done with. Uh, yeah, and I feel that Tapwood. He says, I'm done with funerals. I've been to too many. Next one will be my own. Hopefully not. You know what I mean? But God, it feels that way. Uh, uh, what's up, Ramona? You're late, huh? Moderator late to the party. Yeah, we have not made the announcement yet. Right now, we've just been talking about my dad.
It's a garage opener, baby.
Is it?
You might want to unplug it from here.
Give me just a quick second, guys. I'm gonna unplug this thing and see if I can make it stop beeping. Talk amongst yourselves for just a moment.
You're gonna have to pull it really hard because I think it's the garage opener.
It's holding this thing up, though.
I don't give a shit. Let it fall. All right, just push it this way. There you go, right there.
Okay.
Just make sure it doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this is it.
And then turn that light off.
Okay, we're holding it.
All right, we're getting to the bottom of the beeping noise, guys. My bad. Did you hear what the Bengals? Yeah, unfortunately, Ezekiel.
You should be good now.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
What could have been with mine could get COVID got him alone. Yeah, and I hear you, Ugly Casanova. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Tapwood. I like their coach, D'Amico Ryan, but I was running with the Chargers on that one. Jim Harbaugh's their coach now, and since my team is out, that's who I wanted. I was running with them, Damn. Sorry to hear that, Joker. Yeah, it does, Robert. It sure does. So, yeah, that's and I appreciate you, Ugly Casanova. Um, so that that's right. Yeah, next year we'll get off track for a minute and talk about some football for a minute, and then we'll get to the big announcement of the night that I've been talking about. Um, so on the topic of football, next year the 49ers have a fourth place schedule. What happened to my hat? What do you mean? What happened to it? Looks pretty nice, I think. Um, so they have a fourth place schedule. We're hoping to get Robert Saleh to be our defensive coordinator, which our defense sucked this year. We have all the talent we need. We just need them to be in the right places to make the plays. And then the Super Bowl's in San Francisco or Santa Clara next year. So not only are we going to win the Super Bowl, we're going to win it at home next year. So the NFL can go ahead and carry on. I'm not really overly concerned with the games that are happening because my team ain't there, but you know, uh, yeah. Wow, Suave says it should be blue with a star. Oh wow, nah, bro. We don't want to be the regular season champions. We want to be the Super Bowl champions. Little shot at the Cowboys there. It's a rivalry, though. It's all fun and games. You know what I mean? Circus Brain says, I'm from St. Louis. We still mad about the man. I heard they're going to play in Arizona tomorrow because of the fires. Uh, yeah, those Texans, they showed up, you know? Yeah, it's all fun and games, though, Suave. You know, when it comes to football, I love talking shit about football, but it's not that serious. People can clown on my team. It's all good, you know? I'm not losing any sleep over my team not making the playoffs. You know, they're not losing any. The team ain't losing any sleep if I can't make the rent. You know what I mean? So like I like them. I enjoy watching them, but uh, you know, hey, you have a blessed day as well, Suave. I appreciate you. Yeah, the Chiefs lost that game, but they didn't play their starters, so it really it had no meaning. So I don't think they were. I don't think they even tried very hard. I don't think the coaches game planned very much. Uh, what's up, Greta? Shout out to Tennessee. Yeah, is that right, Riley? Fred Vasquez, what's up, homeboy? Says don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate you. Uh, let's see. Rob says gives a flying shit about idiot overpaid circus playing sports ball. Study the concept of bread and circus. Hope you quit smoking. Cancer sticks to my guy. Actually, I got an announcement I'm gonna make about the smoking, Rob, uh, here in just a minute because you know I've been smoking for a long time, right? Uh, Suave says, you think the 49ers are really good to go to the Super Bowl maybe next year? I mean, I'm always optimistic, right? But how do you go from 14-3 to 6-11 or whatever it was? Like our defensive coordinator was garbage. Like he did not know how to call defense for anything. We just interviewed Robert Saleh, who was our coach uh, for the 2019 Super Bowl. Our defense was like number one that year. So if we could get him back and we have a lot of the same players, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. You know, I'm optimistic about it. So yes, I am in California. Ezekiel says, I want to see the Philadelphia Eagles go against the Bills or the Houston Texans go against the Bills in the Super Bowl. Uh, yeah, I got you, DH. Are you a metalhead? No, not necessarily. No, not really. Yeah, and I agree, Rob. And the thing is, I actually have a plan for that. Um, let me one last comment on the football, and then we'll get into the smoking part. All right. So, my prediction for the Super Bowl, and it's not a prediction I want to make or I like, but two teams in the offseason that had good defenses went out and made uh, uh, big splashes in the running back game. And that would be Baltimore picking up Derrick Henry and Philadelphia picking up Saquon Barkley. And these teams, their offenses have come to life, and they already have good defenses. In the playoffs, the thing that travels is a good run game because you don't know if you're going to hit weather or not, and a good defense. And those two teams stand out in those categories. Now, Buffalo, I'm kind of low key rooting for them because they had no all pros this year. Wouldn't that be something to win a Super Bowl without any all pro players? Just goes to show you it would be a team game then, right? So, but my gut is telling me Philadelphia and Baltimore. And I hope they both lose if they play each other in the Super Bowl. uh, Suave. Sean says, go birds. James says, 9 days free from porn. Nice. Uh, uh, yeah, I'll be on here for a little bit, bro. I'll probably be on here for at least another 45 minutes, Tapwood. Let's see. Sean's non-existent hairline. I like your name, bro. Says I'm suffering with bad mental health. Sorry. Uh, you know what? You might want to. I think you can hit pound 988 on your phone, and you can find help for that, bro. Uh, you know, mental health issues are not a joking matter. So if you're serious about that, I think it's pound 988 you can hit, and it'll connect you with somebody that can help you to find some assistance with that if that's what you need. I wish you the best of luck. What's up, Ethan? I don't know what the hell Goku's talking about. I do. I do, Suave. I do remember the T-Birds. We used to watch them on Channel 56. Some of these youngsters won't understand what that is, but in Southern California, before everything became cable, we'd watch them on Channel 56. We'd stay up late to watch them. That's actually a good memory I have with my father. No, I don't sing. I think you have it on top comment again. Do I? No, I'm on all. No, I'm on all. I'm just a little behind. Right now it is almost 10 o'clock here. Yeah, definitely. That's what this channel is about, man. I want to see everybody do good. I want to see everybody win. And if you're going through something, then let's see if we can find an answer to Goku. Do you need some attention or what? Father is a narcissist and we argue a lot. Yeah. Yeah, and that was kind of I struggled with my relationship with my father. He wasn't necessarily a narcissist, but I learned the hustle from my dad. My dad was a hustler. If there was a way to make a dollar out of 15 cents, he was doing it. And he had issues with alcohol, and then he had some substance abuse issues and some pill issues. What's up, Christopher Roberts? Absolutely. Thank the Lord. Hope you're doing well, Christopher. So, yeah, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button while you're in here. So, let me get into the big announcement. So, earlier in the week, I've been thinking a lot about the smoking, right? Um, I smoke a lot and I've smoked for a long time. Um, and I've tried to quit before, and it's it's difficult. It's definitely difficult. They're way too accessible. Like when I quit meth, when you take a break at work, everybody isn't outside hitting a meth pipe, but they are outside smoking a cigarette. You know, so it was a lot easier to cut off those people in my life. Excuse me, that were using. But with smoking, it's not so easy. And uh, earlier in the week, I did a little trial run to see how. Yeah, and I agree with you, Christopher. You know, so I did this little trial run Tuesday night. I was at work. We take our last break around midnight, so I didn't smoke during my break. Didn't smoke the rest of the night. Didn't smoke on the way home. Came home, ate, showered, did all that stuff. Stopped at the gym. Uh, and I came home, didn't smoke before when I walked the dogs. Um, basically, I went like almost 24 hours without a cigarette, and it was there was a certain struggle with it, but at the same time, uh, it didn't seem like it was as hard as like having doing this YouTube channel now, uh, and telling other people how you just got to take it one day at a time, sometimes 1 hour at a time. I was uh, I was putting those practices to use, and I've made a decision in my life, and this isn't a major decision. Um, that you know, typically Friday morning when I get off work, I stop. I get my cigarettes from the gas station while I'm filling up the gas tank, and I'll buy enough cigarettes for the week. Um, I bought 2 packs of cigarettes this time, and that's not enough cigarettes for the week. So, and it wasn't because I couldn't afford to buy enough cigarettes for the week. I want to be clear about that. This is a choice that I've made. So, I have about 2 packs of cigarettes left, and the plan is when those cigarettes are gone, then I'm going to be an ex-smoker of cigarettes. Okay, let's be clear. Um, so I'm not going to use words like I'm going to try and we'll give it a shot. Like I'm serious about this, and I'm going to quit smoking. And the thing is, I know this is not going to be easy, but what I think I'm going to do to help occupy my time is, like when I'm going through cravings and stuff, I'll make little short videos and I'll post them to the shorts feed on my channel and kind of give you guys an insight as to, what I'm going through, what my thoughts are. Because, you know, uh, one thing I noticed in that little trial run was I have a lot of anxiety in life. Um, a lot of things make me feel anxious, inner, like being on camera makes me anxious, and that's honestly the reason I smoke so much while I'm on camera. Uh, uh, Thank you, baby. And like when if I'm normally just chilling around the house or I'm at work. Hey, what's up, Fabs? Uh, like I don't smoke nearly as much as I do when you guys see me on these lives. But the thing is, these lives bring anxiety to me. But I feel like what I'm trying to accomplish here is more important than my anxiety. So I'm gonna like go at this head on, and yeah, exactly, Ezekiel. So Ronald says that's just your fear. You have to overcome it. Yeah, and honestly, that's the thing. And when I did that day, uh, I never done crack cocaine, plant based, brother. But when I was in that period where I didn't smoke, and I know it don't sound like much to people that don't smoke, you won't understand. But to people that have been smoking for a long time, you will understand. This is my crutch. And uh yeah, exactly. So whenever something's uncomfortable, whenever something's out of the ordinary, even when it's ordinary sometimes, I have anxiety, and the best way to deal with that anxiety is by lighting one of these. So this is, I'm sure this is going to be a roller coaster ride for the first week or two, but this is something that I need to do because I'm 52 years old. I've smoked for 30 years, 35 years, and my lungs are tired. And if I want to make it to many more of those holiday get-togethers, then just keep up the line because you inspire a lot of people. I appreciate that, Christopher. Uh, yeah, I tried vaping and doing stuff like that, and it's something about the fixation. I think um, and unfortunately, this is like a double-edged sword because I have to renew my medical card in March, and I need to drop about 20 pounds while quitting smoking. So, yeah, this isn't going to be easy, but life ain't easy, right? You know, uh, Thank you, Mona. So, you know, right now I still have cigarettes, so don't cut my head off as I light this cigarette. But like I said, see, I'm one of those people, I'm not going to throw my cigarettes away. uh, I wish I aimed to take care of my body as much as I do a cigarette. Yeah. God bless. Have a good one as well, Suave. I appreciate you tapping in, bro. Uh, I'm doing well. How are you? I think so. I've never been flagged for it. Yeah. And for me, that's what it is. Like when my anxiety gets to going, the cigarette kind of eases me a little bit, I guess. Exactly. TAP. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like I'm doing the gym. I'm getting more seriously. Like I've been going to the gym steady for 5 years now or so. And but I need to lock in on my program there. It all starts with the diet. I need to make sure I'm eating right. Uh, like, oh, I want to wish a happy birthday to our moderator Q. Uh, it it was his. I believe it was his birthday yesterday, uh, but we weren't live, so I didn't get a chance to do that. But happy birthday, Q. We love you. So, you know, that's I think you're obviously you just popped in, Ryan. I'll bring you back up to speed real quick, okay? So I've been smoking cigarettes for 37 years. I was a meth addict. I was all that stuff. I quit the meth 20 years ago. I quit drinking. I quit doing all that stuff. But this was my one crutch. And I have 2 packs of cigarettes left. And once they're done, they're done. I will be an ex smoker. This is going to be a battle, but I am going to win this battle because that's what I have to do. So I didn't see the doctor. They didn't tell me anything. It's nothing like that. It's just something I've been thinking about for a long time. That's a good question. For their eras, they were probably both on top, Flea. Probably Motley Crue, if I had to choose. Uh, so, yes, I'm smoking right now. I got about a pack and 3/4 left. Uh, Yeah, and you're right, George. And the thing is, that's I'm trying to avoid that, you know. So once those cigarettes are gone, that's it. And I will be doing a bunch of shorts as I go through. It's a roller coaster ride, just like quitting dope or anything else, you know. Um, yeah, and it definitely will help the pocketbook you. Uh, so why don't you answer that question, Roman? Uh, One Up M says cut back day by day, 4, 3, 2, 1 over a couple of weeks, so it's not some. Yeah. What's up? WDTH WD that guy number 5 says gangster. What's up, gangster? Roman says I'm probably an 11 or a 12. Damn. Okay. Let it be known, bro. Let it be known. So yeah, I would say by the time we go live on Monday night, I will be I will be nicotine free. Well, I won't be ingesting nicotine anymore. I don't know if I'll be nicotine free. I don't know how long it takes for the nicotine to get out of your system, but uh Circus Brain says, Roman Rogers, are you a CDC graduate? That's yeah, right. Uh let's see. You're like my parents. They are trying to stop, especially my dad, because he was yeah, and I started smoking when I was like 17. So and I'm 52 now, so he's 15, 17, somewhere in there. Uh More willpower than him. I appreciate that, Q. Uh, uh, yeah, so you know that's the plan. That's the big announcement. I know to some people this means nothing, but uh, oh, am I Avery? You pop up from time to time though, so apparently you watch, don't you? I appreciate you. I'll have to look at the YouTube terms and regulations. Apparently, I missed that. Uh, weren't you arrested in really? Kira? Nah, I just smashed on fools that were arrested for those kind of charges. But yeah, good comment. Really, Eric? Oh man, we done went sideways, didn't we? We hit some ice, I think, because all of a sudden we got a bunch of clowns in here. But yeah, that's the plan. So if I go live tomorrow night, I'll probably still be smoking. But once these cigarettes are gone, I am not planning to buy any more. And yeah, bunch of clowns. Yeah, bunch of idiots got in here. It's all good though, you know. That stuff don't bother me. 2316 from Turlock. What's up, homie? George, how you doing, George? Appreciate that, ugly Casanova. Uh, Palm Mental. Oh wow, and I follow in her footsteps slowly. Yeah, and my parents smoke too. You know. Uh, Shane says I quit smoking cigarettes in November 1996, but I love blunts. I have. Oh, I didn't mean to laugh. I have COPD now. My bad. Had to quit. Now I'm 62. Yeah. What's up, Constance? Uh, has anyone ever got banned here before? Yes, people have. I started smoking probably 15, 16 years old, somewhere around there. Kind of a funny, not funny story behind that. Um, you know, like I tell you guys, I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything, right? So I was smoking meth at that time. And so, of course, I had a lighter on me at all times. And my parents smoked. So uh, I figured I needed to keep a pack of cigarettes with the lighter as a cover, just in case I got stopped by a cop or something, because I lived in a gang infested neighborhood and it was not uncommon to get stopped and frisked and sat on the curb. Uh, and, you know, so I figured I needed to have the cigarettes in my pocket with my lighter. And I was, so, damn it, 15th, I got it. I was doing, yeah, yeah. So that's kind of how I got started, you know. And the thing is, to be honest with you, back in those days, this was like in the late 80s. Um, Back then, when your parents would catch you smoking, the punishment, which is asinine looking back at it, but the punishment for smoking would be to get a pack of cigarettes and have you sit down and smoke the whole pack. That way, ideally, you would feel sick and you wouldn't want anything to do with cigarettes. But, you know, as a lot of you already know, I went to school to be a drug and alcohol counselor. And in doing so, I learned about the effects of chemicals and stuff on our bodies. And nicotine is it's one of the shorter ones. So like cocaine is a shorter one too, where like it the half life is shorter. Is I think that's the way they said it. It's been a long time since I've been in school. I'm not a drug and alcohol counselor, just for the record. So, uh, but by making you smoke that whole pack, you're injecting all this nicotine into yourself, and you're creating an addiction. So by having me sit down and smoke a whole pack, yeah, okay, now I'm not smoking in front of you, but that doesn't mean I'm not down there at the liquor store trying to buy a pack when I'm like 15 years old. And back then, you know, they didn't really care, you know? Q says, Q says, my dad caught me playing with matches and set some of my hair on fire. Oh my God. Uh, with 3 vapes in my backpack and had already given away 4. Am I cooked? I am 13. Uh, it sounds like you're in trouble for sure. Withdrawals from addiction. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, because my channel is about addiction and recovery, I think doing this is going to be good for uh um um it's going to be good for my recovery because you know I try to tell people um that you know what to expect and stuff in recovery from addiction, but I haven't been addicted to meth in a long time. And that's what I'm basing this channel off of. Uh, it sounds like some of these parents were medieval, huh? I got caught playing with a lighter and had my hand set on fire. Thanks, mom and dad. Oh my God. The cops gave me an illicit drug distribution charge. Damn. For the vapes? That's not a good charge. You said you're 13? Are you really 13? Because you're kind of young to be in the chat if you are, if we're being honest. Like, this is, I have to click a button that says, no, this is not made for children. Sounds like a classic love story right there. But yeah, so that's the plan moving forward. He's going to juvie, says Clint. Get probation, probably probation first, I would imagine. No record, no prior record. It depends on what state you're in, though. Different states do things much differently, you know? So hopefully you'll get some juvenile probation or something, and you'll learn your lesson and not do that again. But, you know, that's up to you. Washington. Yeah, Washington's, I don't know how they are up there. Ronald says, did you have to rehab for meth or you come off of it yourself? What I did was typically my dry out would be going to jail. And, you know, then I ended up on a court card. If you don't know what a court card is, uh, um, a court card is like saying that you're going to go to Narcotics Anonymous so many times a week and they got to sign it. Then when you go back to court, you have to present that card to the court, showing that you were at the meetings that you know, you were supposed to go to. So that introduced me to Narcotics Anonymous. Then, as my as my charges progressed, eventually, they ordered me to an in-house program, which I did, and I walked out of, and I caught a violation. I went back to jail. So yeah, like it was a whole process for me. It's very frightening not being able to breathe. Meetings at the PO to drop weekly, right? Yeah. Uh-huh. And then yeah, doing the test and all that stuff. Uh how do you charge liquor? I don't know what you mean. I think they said they were 13, but yeah, I think that's pretty young to be in here. I mean, if you're dealing with addiction, you're dealing with addiction, though. And my objective is to help people. Yeah, you're right, Ronald. And smokes cost $50 a pack in Australia. Holy shit! I would have quit a long time ago. Uh, have I tried liquor? Yeah, I had issues with that as well. So I don't drink anymore. Uh, Joshua says I'm 18. Okay, cool. We're all over the place with this one, aren't we? I thought being a pothead drinker wasn't that bad. Well, you know, I mean, if you're responsible, then I don't know. Who am I to judge? you know? But the only thing I can judge is the fact if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button in the chat if you would. I appreciate it. I want to go back to that one. Moto Fam Mayhem. Cigarettes are so gross, and I've seen you smoke 3 in 10 minutes. Nothing stopping you from leaving. I have a feeling you're going to subscribe, though. It's all bad when you adapt that addictive personality. I recovered, then thought it was smart to gamble. Same outcome. Yeah, exactly, Clint. It is insanity, right? Joshua is one of my middle names. Cool. What's up? I only did weed twice, but I'm not addicted. That's good. I never liked weed. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, says Immense of Oots. Freemasons? No. No, I don't smoke weed. Circus Brain says, I'm 49 and a half. Damn. I got you a channel, says Joshua. A channel for what? Q says, I'm 30. Hey, subscribe to your channel. Appreciate you, Joshua. Yeah, yesterday was Q's birthday. So happy birthday to Q. Many more to come. And we're really glad you're a part of the family, bro. Really good guy. Good night. No 12 anymore. Huh? Yeah, you could die smoking. You could also die driving. You could die in a swimming pool. And I want to send my thoughts and my prayers to the folks in LA who have been devastated by these wildfires. I see a lot of people politicizing this stuff and pointing fingers at everybody. I think they need to figure out how to fix this problem so this shit don't keep happening. That's my take on that. Have a good night. It's Noah. It says, hey, what's up, Grandpa? What's up? Are you one of my G babies? We feel lucky as well, Q. We appreciate you, bro. Well, I'm glad you don't smoke anymore, Ezekiel. It's a terrible habit, you know? And here comes the politics. Eminence says, I blame Gavin. A lot of people do. Easy into house. What's up, Kevin Booker? It's just tobacco. Yo, yo, Migs. It sounds that way. Randy Johnson says, I'm 26 now. That's awesome. Circus Brain says, I've walked through these neighborhoods. I used to be one of those annoying magazine salespeople. I appreciate that. Now, I don't smoke weed. Trump is my new daddy, really? If you've been watching for any amount of time, you will know that my daddy passed away 5 years ago today. So that's the only daddy I ever had. And what's up, Tracy? Be sure to subscribe. From Cafe on the radio. I don't know who that is. Really, Gabe? There's always some in here, huh? Cafe on the radio. Is it that guy on TikTok? Do you like my name, Joshua? Are you gonna change it if I don't? Appreciate that. Uh, can I ask a weird question? Sure. In this chat, what's weird? Like kafa. I don't know what that is. So, yeah, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I just dropped a video. No, not that I know of. Blunk Star 71. Um, I just dropped a video on the wildfires in LA and the CDCR crews that are helping to fight the fires. A lot of people think that those guys are like slave labor or something, being forced to go fight these fires. Trust me when I tell you, these guys want to be fighting those fires. The alternative is being on a level 4 yard somewhere where everybody's stabbing each other. It's much better to go fight a fire and have a nice steak at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You're not getting that in CDCR. So, uh, and also, they get certified as firefighters by doing that. So, it's those CDCR firefighter jobs are very sought after. I wanted to be one. Uh, what's up, Caleb? Raw Dog, what's up, man? No, no OnlyFans, but you can join the channel and become a member if you want to pay for something. That's definitely available. Go ahead and hook it up. You know what, guys? I think I need to get a quick refill on the coffee. We'll keep it going for a little bit. Uh, Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. If you're new here, take this time to subscribe. Hit that like button. Join the channel. Become a member. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. My apologies for the delay. Uh, so yeah, but this channel is, it's about getting sober, about getting clean, about kicking addictions. Uh, um, what is behind the blanket? Uh, that is a mystery. If you become a member, I'll take you on a tour behind the blanket. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Ugly Casanova says, "I never imagined being an addict." Man, that is, you're telling the truth there, bro. Um, I was young when I first. Uh, I did a video a long time ago. It's called "How I Became Broken Bobby." If you're subscribed to the channel, you can go back and look for that one. It's one of my early ones, probably about a year ago, and I talk about how I became an addict. It was almost, I don't want to say it was an accident, but it was almost accidental. Like when that day in the car when I took that first hit of meth, I had no intention of doing that. But because I put myself into a situation, or I allowed myself to be in a situation where there was meth being used, that's what happened. And, you know, that's kind of what this channel is about. Like, growing up, I always felt like I was predestined to go to prison. My father had been to prison. Most of the men in my family had been to prison. And, some people, they send their kids to college. Some people send their kids to prison. And I came from one of those families. Now I'm sending my kids to college. You know what I mean? Because we're breaking the cycle. But, none of my kids smoke cigarettes. Uh, they don't do any of that stuff. And I'm very blessed for that reason. Um, but uh, Ezekiel says, pure blood, the dead bodies are behind the blanket. Uh, uh, Going on, that started. What's up, Joshua? Do I believe in numerology? I think it's interesting. I don't know if I necessarily believe in it or don't believe in it. Uh, let's see. I would subscribe, but my parents will notice and get mad at me. Have a good one, Constance. Maybe you should drink it instead. They said don't smoke on a full moon, and tonight is a full moon, and your father passed on this day. Interesting, interesting. What's up, Vince? Joel and G are dead behind the blanket. Oh man. And is Brody back there too? Jim says you a mega MAGA, whatever that. I know what that is. Uh, One thing about my channel is I do not speak on politics. I do like my red hat, but it's not one of those red hats. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. My ex addict of meth, yes, Catherine. Uh, hey, I appreciate that, pure blood. Uh, listen, that's the plan. The ecstasy and kind of melted things for good for me. Uh, so he will do the same to tell so of us too. I don't know what that means. Bob Joe says mega for life. Zach says Trump 2050, buddy. Buddy. Trump 2050, buddy. Life is good, Ronald. I agree. Appreciate that, Catherine. When is the first time you went to jail? The first time I went to jail was May the 2nd, 1992. And my first daughter was born on May the 3rd. We're not going to get into that whole story right now, but yeah, my life, like I did a lot of shit wrong, but it's never too late to turn it around and be that person that our children need in our lives, that our wives need in our lives, our husbands, whatever, our parents, if you're so blessed to still have them. So, um, where the urge comes from. Yeah, some people self-medicate, Randy. Absolutely. Uh, what the hell happened to Joel and G, Brody? And Brody, did they disappear off the face of the earth, or did you ban? No, I don't really ban anybody unless you make some. Like, you got to do a lot to get banned from this channel. A lot of people will get timed out for a little bit. We'll set you in the corner for a while so you can think about what you did. But no, I don't ban anybody. And plus, I like those guys. Joel G and Brody, if you guys are out there, tap in. Did you do codeine? Says Bob Joe. Uh, I like those. We would have that cough syrup with codeine at home when I was a kid, and I enjoyed that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But it wasn't like my primary drug of choice was meth. What's up, Mohammed? Yeah, absolutely right. The thing is, when we do recover, and we do recover if we're ready to do so. And that's the thing, like with the cigarettes, with quitting cigarettes, uh, it's just a matter of like, are you ready? Are you tired of the shit that you've been dealing with? Uh, what about alcohol? What all you had drug wise? I tried powder, cocaine. My drug of choice was meth. Um, one time I smoked a dip, hated that shit. um, never tried crack. In fact, I was gonna shoot some guy in my car because he kept trying to pass me the pipe on the rock, and I told him I don't do that shit. He's like, no, just hit it, bro. Just hit it, bro. And like I cocked the pistol and I said, I'm gonna fucking shoot you if you don't stop. Uh, yes, I do believe in God. Absolutely. I feel like God protects fools and children, and for the most part, I wasn't a child, so he looked after this fool, who is a recovering fool now. I guess you would say, So yeah, I definitely believe in God. I don't have the relationship with him that I would like. That I hear others talk about their relationship with God, but um, yeah, I definitely believe in him. And there was definitely more than one occasion where I either should have been serving life or I should have been dead. And yet here I am talking to you guys. So he kept me around for a reason. And I think this is a big part of that reason. Uh, cigarettes and alcohol in it. I don't know what that is. I smoked a dip one time, though. I was at my sister's house and I'm laying on the couch looking out the window. And I swear a helicopter came hovering down and was hovering outside, and I'm laying there and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And there were like army men in there with guns. You know what I mean? Like that dip, what that stuff wasn't for me. That PCP or whatever that stuff was, that stuff was not the business for me. My God. uh Healthy and conscious of smoking. I did that before. Uh the 12 steps of stopping smoking. Is there a 12 steps to stopping smoking? To take steps ahead of the 12 steps of stopping smoking. Uh, nice piece of old. Gomez, you're a weirdo. We got lucky. Not many people find. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you on that. Not everybody is able to make it back. Um, I seen a post on Facebook the other day. I had a cousin that died when she was like 17. Uh, there was a traffic accident that, as I understand it, involved drugs and alcohol. And like she's been gone for like 20 years, you know? Um, Not everybody makes it back. I'm fucked up in the mind with no rewind, says Alfredo. Uh, how's your fight? Literal trash always comes in with the name fits, bro. Literally trash. But I appreciate that you keep coming back. It helps with the algorithm. I hope you're hitting that like button while you're in here. Both of my daughters were born in the month of May. Good looking out, little LT. I'm gonna call you LT, all right? Literal trash just sounds harsh. Uh I appreciate you, Randy Johnson. Uh and your family. What do you mean? Both of my daughters were born in the month of May. Thing is, she was hit by a 22-year-old prophet, so I know Yeah, I hear you, Crystal. Uh, Smoking cigarettes, you should smoke blunts. Come on, Ezekiel. Yeah, I'm just. I hope my objective with this channel is to help some other people realize that their life don't need to be like that. It took me a long time to figure it out. I was 32 years old when I finally got clean. Uh, and, I was lucky that I made it that long. The lifestyle that I was living, um, you know, um, like I was blessed. Like I said, God was looking out for me. Yeah, that weed nowadays, uh, Ugly Casanova says I was 32. Went damn, opposite ends of the spectrum there, huh? Uh, but yeah, Randy Johnson, like that weed nowadays, like I remember back when I was doing my thing, like if you had some uh like some good red hair, that was good weed. Or if you had that Indo, oh man, that stuff would put you on your back pretty much. Nowadays, like everything is synthetic and stuff, and then they're smoking that wax like it's scary. Yeah, and I agree with you. Recovery can involve so much these days, not just drugs or alcohol, right? The chronic, the hydro, right? Yeah. Oh man. I remember back then. Yeah. Let's see. You have a lot of shit going on in your life right now. I feel bad for you right now. Why you feel bad for me? I'm making the best out of this life. Uh, Several times, Ronald. Um, I've been shot at. I've been inadvertently shot at. I told a story on that actually on the life or death experience. Uh, it's called Hemet, My Rock Bottom, and like I fell into this state of depression, and like I was running around burning people, and like I was on a suicidal thing, but then I didn't want to do it to myself. So I started burning people, hoping somebody else would off me. Check out that video, him at my rock bottom. I talk all about that one. And yeah, like I was burning people just in, like I would get a half ounce of dope fronted to me with no intentions of paying. Like I was just going to go do it all up and deal with the consequences when they came. And somebody finally caught up with me. But go, anus. 12 months, 12 zodiac signs. Yeah, so I'm gonna go hit the gym here in a little bit. Like I said, I was ripping people off. Oh yeah, at that point I was, because I was suicidal, and I was going after people that I thought would come and uh, take care of me, basically. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to commit suicide. Uh, yeah. So, but like I said, the Lord was looking after me, and here I am. So now I'm gonna tell my story, all about it, and like I said, once the cigarettes are gone, I'm done. I had a lot of anxiety about doing this live and talking about it, because I'm very big on doing what you say and saying what you do, and I don't want to make a video. Like I've thought about this a lot this week. going back and forth like, yeah, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So you guys see me smoking my frajos right now, but once those packs are gone, it's a wrap. Uh, it's time to take control of my life and not let anything have control over me anymore. Um, it's just another leash basically. And like I'm spending like $50 a week on cigarettes. Like that could pay a bill. You know what I mean? Like that's insurance or the cable bill or something. Um, like there's so much more I can do in this life. Like I need to make some damn merch for this channel. I'm still trying to get, I appreciate that, uh, ugly Casanova. Uh, let's see, but it's really 13 and plus. We have something interesting in common too. Do you remember Doctor Strange and the eye with the time stone? No, I don't recall that one. Yeah, and Alfredo, and that's the thing. I went, I got my gas. I'm a very programmed person. Everything I do, everything, uh, like I just have a program that I run by, so I don't even have to think about shit. I just do it. When I get out of work Friday morning, I go get my gas. I go get my cigarettes for the week, and you know, buy enough cigarettes for the week. I didn't buy enough cigarettes for the week this week, and I did that on purpose because, uh, I made up my mind, and I know I'm about to light another cigarette right now. Uh, but yeah, it's a routine, Clint. Exactly. The thing is, that's one of the things I learned in prison. If you keep yourself occupied, then you don't have time to get caught up in bullshit. And that's how I live my life. Like I get up at a certain time, I go to work, I get out of work, I go to the gym, I come home. If I'm going to record a video for YouTube, I do that. Uh, like I just, as an ex addict, like I have to be occupied. My mind is a dangerous place. I overthink everything. And like I said, like I have a lot of anxiety with everything, like with life. I'm just an anxious person. So, but I didn't buy enough cigarettes for the week, and that was done intentionally. Uh, yeah, boredom kills. Um, like even when I'm working, like I got to have an earbud in and I got to be listening to a podcast or something just to keep my mind occupied because otherwise I start stressing on shit and I start thinking about, oh, this bill is due, and like I overthink shit to the point where like it'll drive me crazy. And do I have a mental health deficiency? I don't know, maybe. You know what I mean? But if I do, I guess I hide it very well. Um, I'm just being very open about how my mind works. I appreciate that, ugly Casanova. Uh, yeah. I take LET says I take apart all my electronics. It keeps me busy. You got to do something. You got to find something to do with your time because idle hands are the devil's playground. I believe my mother-in-law used to say that, and I'm a firm believer in that. Dakota Miller says, dude, rumors are Sala is coming back as D coordinator. Hopefully he can fix the inconsistent. Man, I hope he does. I think he's got some interviews uh, for head coaching opportunities, but I really hope he does. Like that enthusiasm he had. Uh, man, Clint says it best. I had less anxiety in the joint for sure. Absolutely. See, the thing about being in the joint and, like in the free world, I do everything I can to avoid violence. When I was locked up, the best way to release some anxiety was like to get off on somebody or something. There's some work. There's somebody. There's a sex offender in the pod. I got this shit. Uh, like, and like I would just work out like a madman. But I don't have my phone. I'm a effing psychopath. Yeah, I hear you. Sammy JV says go 49ers. That's right. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Casanova. You're absolutely right. You know, it, it's both sides though, right? Like it depends on what you get into in there, because there's definitely a really dark side in there as well. Like you can get yourself into all kinds of shit. But out here, like everybody's in this rat race and in such a big damn hurry to go nowhere. And you know, hey, I appreciate that, Ronald. He says you could leave a very big impact on this planet. You might be angel before you leave. I appreciate that. Name Juggernaut says name every 49ers player in existence or you are a fake fan. Jake Moody won't be one for long. uh, damn. Yeah, so I think we'll take it to about the 1:30 mark, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. I'll probably be back on tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. We've got some playoff football tomorrow, so um, but I'm gonna get ready to go hit the gym because that's part of my program. And like I said, we're gonna be Kenny's Chiefs are better than the 49ers. This year they are. Once we get to DC though, we're gonna be hunting for Chiefs. Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, whatever. Next year we're on the hunt. But yeah, so that's the deal. We're gonna finish up these cigarettes and then we're gonna be done. And yes, I have anxiety about that too, but I'm gonna get through it. And like I said, I'm going to share some videos with you guys on the whole experience of quitting. So I hope if that's something that interests you, you subscribe and you will follow. Also, you can check me out on TikTok, Broken Bobby 72. I'll be posting a bunch of stuff over there as well, as I go through this roller coaster of emotions with quitting cigarettes. Uh, are you G'd out, homie? Nah. Nah. That's what they're saying. I don't know if that's the case. We'll have to find somewhere else to go. Maybe we'll go to Instagram Reels or something. But yeah, I plan to be sharing a bunch of videos on that, and I hope you guys join me for the journey. I just thought I inscribe to you. I know you. I appreciate that, Ronald. I've tried to cut back these 8 milligram nicotine lunges. It helped a lot, but I fell back off. I appreciate that, Ugly Casanova. Um, yeah, and check me out on TikTok. Broken Bobby 72 is uh, the name over there. I'm trying to build that one up so maybe we can do some lives over there as well. But I'm going to be sharing the experience of quitting smoking and the different emotions and what I'm doing to cope with fighting the cravings and just the mental roller coaster of what it's going to be. I already know what it's going to be. I've tried to quit before, but this time I'm not trying. So, and maybe I'll stumble a time or two along the way, but 2025, and this isn't a New Year's resolution. I don't like doing New Year's resolutions because they say the second Friday in January is usually when most people hang up their resolution. I don't plan to hang this one up. So it's definitely going to be a roller coaster of emotions. Like I said, I'll be dropping some shorts on that, so keep up with that. I appreciate that. And it's just about building that strong foundation, right? Like I always try to tell everybody else how to get through it. Well, you're gonna see me go through it, and I hope you guys come along for the ride and support me in this journey. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up for the night. More than likely, I'll be on again tomorrow night around the same time, so be on the lookout for that as well. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you're not new here, but you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You can become a member of the channel, hit that join button, and select a level of membership you would like to obtain, I guess you would say. And follow me on Broken Bobby 72 on TikTok if you're on TikTok. I'm gonna get ready and go hit the gym. Have a good night, Ezekiel. Shout out to everybody that participated in the chat tonight. You are all appreciated. It's only so much shit I could talk about if it weren't for the comment section. So I really appreciate you guys. Everybody have a great night. Be safe. Be smart in the decisions that you make. And don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing. Have a good one, Randy. Peace to you as well, brother. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.